Did Diddy just completely screw himself? Leaked footage of him admitting his crimes has just gone viral, and it looks like he just sealed his own fate. For good. Diddy has left a trail of breadcrumbs that will most likely keep his butt behind bars permanently. From the most bizarre confessions to some extremely disturbing leaked footage, here are 10 moments Diddy wishes never saw the light of day. Number 1. The 1999 party leak. Back in the 90s, this man was everywhere. Music, fashion, parties, especially parties. And being the loudmouth he is, he loved to yap about them. In an Entertainment Tonight interview, Diddy casually bragged about how his events were so wild they got shut down by the cops. Not once or twice, regularly. He even predicted his own arrest.
Doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
Yeah, real smooth, Diddy, because nothing says totally innocent like openly admitting to things that could, get you arrested. At the time, everyone just laughed it off like, oh, it's just Diddy being Diddy, but that clip feels like a whole lot different as we look back at it now. With everything that's come out, the lawsuits, the shocking accusations, and oh yeah, the fact that he's currently sitting in jail, people have been digging up old footage and it's looking pretty bad for this guy. Honestly, for the cops out there, as it turns out, when someone casually brings about illegal things for years, maybe, just maybe, they weren't joking, and it gets worse. Number 2. The 2002 Conan O'Brien slip. Clearly, Diddy's not very good at keeping his mouth shut, or we wouldn't be making this video. In 2002, he lived another one of his nightmares when he appeared on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. It was supposed to be a fun, lighthearted interview, typical late night banter, but Diddy just could not resist making things weird. Somewhere between talking about how cool his lifestyle is and hyping up his next big project, he cracked a joke about locking women up at his parties.
Locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me, but just
right.
Yeah, just threw that one out there on national television like it was the funniest thing in the world. At the time, it was brushed off as just another edgy joke. Celebrities said a lot of wild stuff back in the early 2000s, but now that Diddy's name is attached to some very real and very serious allegations, that comment doesn't sound like a joke at all. People online have been digging up this clip, and here's how the reactions go. One person commented, "Whenever someone jokes about something as disgusting as this, they're not joking, there's some truth and admission to it." Another went, "It started as a joke, but after he went down into details, you can see his manner changed. He became serious, and it looks like he's explaining a crime plan to his potential accomplice." In this same interview, Diddy also mentioned another detail that sounded like a calculated psychopath thing. He said, "Heat affects the alcohol." Just how deep did this man's research run into getting people off their faces? Number 4. 1,000 bottles of baby oil laced with drugs. Okay, this one's really weird. In a federal raid of Diddy's properties, agents came across over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. And according to his lawyer, Diddy has a big house and just buys in bulk. Yeah, sure. That's a Costco-sized amount of baby oil. Makes you wonder if he's planning to host the world's largest baby shower. Later, new lawsuits came up accusing Diddy of using that baby oil for some seriously creepy stuff. Apparently, Diddy didn't just like baby oil, he used it to drug people, and the evidence is caught on camera.
Accuser, who is filed as a John Doe, says that the baby oil was laced and that the purpose of placing the baby oil on people involved in these freak-offs was to drug them. Right.
So instead of just getting people all shiny and smooth, he might have been making them less functional too. Yikes. And if you think that's the end of it, it gets worse. These lawsuits span all the way from 1995 to 2021, and the allegations aren't just about the baby oil. Apparently, Diddy had a whole setup of slipping drugs into drinks at his parties and dousing people in this special oil that had more than just a nice scent. Number 5. Wendy Williams exposes Diddy. In 1998, Wendy Williams was fired from Hot 97, and she accused Diddy of using his money and power to sabotage her career. Go 20 years forward, and guess who's sitting on her talk show? Diddy himself, acting like they've always been on good terms. Now, in this 2017 interview, Diddy is looking all grown up, claiming he's matured and turned into a role model for the youth. And Wendy, being the sassy queen she is, decides to poke at him a little. She asks if the people Diddy surrounds himself with violate him, which, well, sounds like she's hinting at some financial violations. But now that we know what we know,
You live a really hectic lifestyle, and I don't understand all the running around, and who are these people that you surround yourself with, and who are these people? Do they violate you?
But she didn't just go for the obvious jab. Her phrasing seemed to foreshadow some other things. She casually says, "You threw a house party and I got the footage." Oops, she definitely knew more than she was letting on. Number 6, Will and Jada and the threesome. In 2023, Diddy took an uncomfortable trip down memory lane on Jimmy Kimmel Live when Kimmel casually brought up the infamous threesome rumor involving Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Jennifer Lopez.
Speaking of
This is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome.
Now, Diddy was dating J-Lo at the time the whole rumor was swirling, so it was extra weird. Kimmel couldn't help but press on, asking if Diddy was cool with the whole thing. Diddy had one of those "wait, I'm on camera" moments. Just watch.
Well, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I
Let's be real, yeah? When you laugh that hard, you're most likely hiding something. Diddy claimed he didn't know what Kimmel was talking about, but you could damn well tell he was just trying to avoid the conversation. But if you're thinking Diddy's controversies couldn't possibly take another wild turn, just know that they did. Number 7, the School of Diddy. Diddy decided to partner up with Capital Prep, a charter school with the goal of helping out young African-American males and giving them a shot at a good education. This was the kind of good guy image Diddy wanted to project. He acted as if he's all about empowering kids and teaching them how to use their education to improve their communities, and it sounded great on paper.
Tell me about it very quick. Yeah, it's Capital Prep. It's in Harlem. It's a charter school. I feel like our community's in a state of emergency. Education is the first step.
But as it often goes in Diddy's world, the story didn't end with sunshine and rainbows. By November 2023, Diddy's partnership with the school came to an end after a assault accusation surfaced. All those speeches about being a role model, and then boom, this happened. But even this wasn't the last time Diddy found himself in serious trouble. Number 8, the UCLA incident. Back in 2015, Diddy was involved in a physical fight at UCLA involving a football coach. He had a bit of a meltdown and was caught on camera in a confrontation with a coach. The altercation was about Diddy's son, Justin, being mistreated, but the whole thing blew up. The end result was Diddy getting charged with assault with a deadly weapon, yikes, although the weapon was actually a kettlebell. Later, Diddy admitted that he messed up and said, "I made a mistake and I take full responsibility for it." Yeah, you will now that you're in jail. Number 9, the accidental Instagram Live. And then came the biggest facepalm moment yet. Watch this video of Diddy caught trying to kiss a rapper live on IG.
No, John, you can't do that. I'm on live, bro. Yeah, walk on. Yeah.
It's giving, I'ma jump on live so I know he won't touch me. This is pretty disturbing considering Diddy was just recently slapped with a new lawsuit from a young artist. Number 10, the uncle nobody asked for. Back in 2014, when Justin Bieber found himself in deep legal trouble with a DUI arrest, Diddy swooped in like the cool uncle.
A lot of us have gotten speeding tickets before. There's people that have made mistakes. I don't think that he should be judged like he's not a human being or he's not a teenager that has to hit some stumbling blocks.
Diddy acted like he was there to protect Justin from the media. But come back to 2025 and guess who's not showing up in Justin's phone contacts anymore? Yeah, Uncle. Bieber spent those infamous 48 hours with Diddy, and whatever happened during that time really messed him up, because lately, he's been laying low. Sources say Justin wants nothing to do with Diddy's chaotic reputation, which, let's be honest, is understandable. Who wants to be caught up in the mess Diddy's got going on? This just adds more proof to the fact that he did a lot of people dirty. Oh, Diddy. Diddy. Tough ride for you ahead. So what now for Diddy? Looking back at all these moments, it's hard not to see a pattern. Whatever Diddy was thinking, it looks like the trial of the century is coming soon. It's hard to ignore that this man's been leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for the authorities to follow. Did he dig his own grave with all these interviews? Will the tens of lawsuits filed against him be enough to put him behind bars forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay up to date on all the latest celebrity scandals and controversies, make sure to subscribe and check out our next video. You don't want to miss it.